in World War II. I had enough credits to graduate in December. And my dad died when I was 15 years old, and I couldn't get along with my brothers, so I joined the Navy. So when it got dark, the planes was so thick, they would just come out, drop their bombs, go back. And bombs are still going off and everything. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning. What we didn't know was there's 400 highly trained paratroopers that was supposed to take a certain route and drop in back of the lines, the Germans there at Sicily and Italians. Well, if you're shooting at something this low and there's something up here that you don't know is there, guess what? We shot them down. The next morning, the harbor was just full of American wings, airplanes, and bodies. Some whole, some legs, some arm. Well, because our ship was, the tracks were probably 4 foot out of the water where the mines went off, we got the duty of going around in all of our boats and taking boat hooks and fishing up whatever we could find, putting it in the ship on a mine and lay it up and down them tracks for 2 days before the Army could establish a beachhead to take them over on Sicily to bury them. And if you think that's fun for a 17-year-old, I couldn't eat for a week. And this the stench, you know. And as far as I know, that never had to come out, never did come out during any time since then, you know. When I was still on the cargo, net cargo thing, we laid torpedo mines in the Pacific Ocean, and there was so many islands and so many different things. I don't remember right exactly which island it was we laid torpedo nets, but we was on our way back to Pearl Harbor. And there was a lot of Japanese planes coming over dropping bombs, Zeros. And we had a lot of American fighter planes, and they'd have dogfights. Well, to us, it was fascinating to see all them fighter planes up there doing dogfights, and then the Zeros would hit the ocean and boom, you know, it'd blow up. Well, this one Japanese Zero, they missed. And I had been on a 40 millimeter, which is the shells come forward to a clip and you drop them down a magazine and they go, you've seen the pictures where they go boom, boom, boom. Well, I was on the starboard back quarter for probably 8-10 months. We had 3 on each side, port and starboard. Well, ours was putting out more ammunition than any of the rest of them for anti-aircraft gun. So the gunnery officer moved me up to the port bow to try to get more ammunition out. Well, I hadn't been up there probably 2 days, and here I'd been in this one for months back on the stern. And this Japanese suicide plane came right in, went in that gun mount, went down 2 decks, killed a doctor and killed 38 people. Well, you knew then that you was in safe hands. Somebody's watching out for you. The old captain liked onion soup. And out in the South Pacific, you had to have 6 days a week. You had to have hot soup for dinner. I don't care what, but hot soup, you know, 115 degrees. So his favorite was onion soup. I forget what kind of soup was that day, vegetable or something, but anyway, that was good. And so he sent word back, it was good. So the next time onion soup, I found an onion, and that thing was the biggest onion I'd ever saw. Well, I chopped up my onions for the soup, but I poked a hole through the middle of this onion. I took a big heavy fish cord, run through that, tied it in the onion, and you had a pipe railing that went across so nobody get burned on it, and tied this string to this pipe. And I was over in the other part of the galley. I knew I saw him coming down the thing, and I just goes over there. I was real busy, you know, and he comes through. He goes past to the end, and then he backs up. He pulls this onion out, And he never did say another word the whole time I was out there about this, about the onion soup. That cured him. Admiral Nimitz come through passing out Purple Hearts, and I wouldn't take one because broken jaw, what the heck. So he said, well, how about pitching a game of horseshoes? Okay. So I pitched a game of horseshoes with Admiral Nimitz. That was my Purple Heart.